These Ashta Siddhis and these 9 types of treasures, Nau Nidhi, are not only possessed by Hanuman, but he has got the boon to be the bestower of these Siddhis. Often we are asked, how long will it take? How much sadhana do I need to do? How much tap do I need to do? How many rounds of japa do I need to do? This divine experience is not for some qualified seeker or some great yogi or someone who has been blessed with a very good karma. This experience is for all, through all time. And that's why Hanumanji gives us the blessing. One of the questions I am asked most often is, what are Hanumanji Siddhis and how can I get it? Now, I often wonder that despite everything that's written about Hanumanji's bhakti, why are people interested in these Siddhis and not in the bhakti itself? Now, in today's video, we will understand what are these Siddhis. And if you hang around, we will understand how we can gain them. But before we proceed, if you enjoy this type of content, then please consider subscribing to our channel. This is a small step for you, but it's a big help in our mission to bring the wisdom of Shastra to a wide audience. Goswami Tulsidas ji says,
Ashta Siddhi Nau Nidhi ke data, asbar deen Janaki mata, Ram rasayana tumhare pasa, sada raho Raghupati ke dasa.
You can grant a seeker 8 Siddhis or yogic capabilities and 9 Nidhis, 9 types of treasure. This boon was bestowed on you by Janaki Ma. You possess the nectar of devotion to Rama. Always remain the servitor of Shri Ram. In our scriptures, there are 8 Siddhis. Now, Siddhis are capabilities that we obtain from sadhana. So, sadhana gives us Siddhis. What are these Siddhis? Let's go through them one by one. The first one is Aṇimā, the ability to reduce one's size to just a fraction of our original size. When Hanumanji meets Sita Ma for the first time in Ashok Vatika in Lanka, he reduces his size immensely using Aṇimā Siddhi. The next one is Mahimā. It is the ability to assume a gigantic size. When Hanumanji got the Sanjeevani booty back from the Himalayas to the battlefield in Lanka, he took a leap and he carried this entire mountain using Mahimā Siddhi. The third Siddhi is Garimā, the ability to increase our weight exponentially. Hanumanji used this Siddhi to teach a lesson to Bhima before the battle of Kurukshetra in the Mahabharata as an old and frail monkey and said to Bhima, "Oh, I'm too tired to lift my tail, can you lift it?" And by using the Siddhi of Garimā, he humbled Bhima and allowed him to participate with greater capability in the war. The fourth Siddhi is Laghimā, the ability to reduce one's weight to that of a feather. It is using this Siddhi that Hanumanji was able to jump great distances and travel from India to Lanka in one leap, or from Lanka to the Himalayas in one leap. The fifth Siddhi is Prāpti, the ability to manifest any objects. When we see great masters or rishis manifest some prasadam from their hands and offer it to the seeker, that is using Prāpti Siddhi. The sixth Siddhi is Prākāmya, the ability to adapt to any situation. So when Hanumanji had to go to Patal Lok, or when he had to fight underwater, he used Prākāmya Siddhi. The seventh Siddhi is Īśitva, the ability to influence nature around us. When Bhagwan Shri Krishna, during the battle of Kurukshetra, created the illusion that the sun had set and therefore caused the battle to stop, he used Īśitva. The eighth Siddhi is Vaśitva, the ability to influence people and all living beings. When we see Ayyappa Swami riding a tiger, he has used Vaśitva Siddhi to be able to achieve this. So, 8 Siddhis, 8 yogic capabilities that come from sadhana. In addition to these 8 Siddhis, we have 9 Nidhis, or 9 types of treasure that are required to live in abundance in this lifetime. The first is called Padma. wealth that one can take across multiple generations and multiple lifetimes. Of course, it doesn't mean that once you die, you carry a hoard of gold coins with you. But what it means is that one is born lifetime after lifetime in an abundant household. The second Nidhi is Mahapadma, even greater wealth that is distributed across the generation. But Mahapadma is a Nidhi that we cannot take across multiple lifetimes. The third one is Nila, the ability to generate wealth through trading or any other activity. The fourth Nidhi is Shankha. It refers to purity, and one who possesses this Nidhi possesses good health in their lifetime. The fifth Nidhi is Makara. What Makara Nidhi offers is protection throughout one's lifetime. The sixth Nidhi is Kachapa. Kachapa indicates great stability in any endeavor. The seventh Nidhi is Mukunda, the ability to have sudden good fortune from nowhere, gaining a lot. The penultimate Nidhi is Nanda, which indicates a long life, and not just a long life, but constant progress in that lifetime. The ninth Nidhi is Kharva. Kharva is possessing all of the previous Nidhis in small measure. These Ashta Siddhis, these 8 Siddhis, and these 9 types of treasures, Navanidhi, are not only possessed by Hanuman, but he has got the boon to be the bestower of these Ashta Siddhis and Nidhis. Understanding what these Siddhis and Nidhis are, naturally one would want to gain them. And of course, through sadhana we can gain Siddhis, through grace or through karma we can gain Nidhis. But when we are dealing with these capabilities and these treasures, one should be keen not to lose the point of why we are undertaking our spiritual journey in the first place. For example, if I want to go from Mumbai to Delhi to have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan at the famous Akshardham temple in Delhi, and for whatever reason the temple is closed that day, I then decide to go see what else Delhi has to offer. I see Parliamentary House, I see Rashtrapati Bhavan, I have a nice meal in the delectable places that Delhi has to offer. I go for a walk by the Yamuna. I have a very pleasant time. And I come back to Mumbai and a friend asks me, was your visit to Delhi fruitful? You may think the answer is yes, but from my perspective the answer is no, it was not fruitful. Why? Because I went with the purpose of having darshan, but ended up getting all of these other things and no darshan. In the same way, the purpose of our spiritual journey is to have the experience of the divine, to meet Bhagwan face to face. In that process, these Siddhis or Nidhis may come, but we should not pursue these Siddhis and Nidhis as an end in themselves. Because if we get them even and we don't have darshan of Bhagwan, then that lifetime is a waste. And that is why Sita Ma gave the blessing of these Siddhis and Nidhis to Hanumanji, because she knew that he would not bless a devotee with them unless the devotee was truly pursuing a devotional service of Bhagwan Sri Ram to begin with. And Hanumanji has a treasure that's greater than even these Siddhis and Nidhis. What is it? Rama rasayana tumhare pasa sada raho raghupati ke dasa. Rasa is one of those words that doesn't really translate to English. If we say rasa, we translate it as juice. But what we're really talking about here is that nectarine, blissful essence of the experience of Sri Ram. This Ram Ras Hanumanji can give us. Often we are asked, how long will it take to get this Ram Ras? How much sadhana do I need to do? How much tap do I need to do? How many rounds of japa do I need to do? See, Siddhi we can get through sadhana. But Ram Ras we can't just get through sadhana. For Ram Ras we need something special. Sada raho raghupati ke dasa. We have to achieve a level of bhakti that is known as dasatvam. Dasatvam translates in English as servitude or servant, but actually is a lot deeper than that. When we say become a servant, people will say, I don't want to become a servant. If I have a king, I don't want to be their servant. I would rather be their minister and advise them. But how far does a minister go? The minister can only see the king in the court. A servant has access to the innermost chambers of the king. In the same way, a temple trustee can only go as far as the last door in front of Bhagwan's Vigraha. but they can't go into the sanctum sanctorum. Who is inside? Bhagavan's dasa, who is serving, cleaning, adoring the Lord. And I'll tell you, even in my own lifetime's experience, whatever I may have achieved, working in banking, in a foreign country, being in board meetings, achieving awards, the most blissful experiences that I have had have involved serving the divine in even the most menial of tasks. Wiping the floor is a blissful experience when we undertake it with an attitude of a dasa. This divine experience is not for some qualified seeker or some great yogi or someone who has been blessed with a very good karma. This experience is for all, through all time. And that's why Hanumanji gives us the blessing, Sada Raho Raghupati ke Dasa. Now, for those of you who are observant, you will understand that we are entering those beautiful, deep, sweet passages of the Hanuman Chalisa that deal with bhakti. But to see how these verses unfold, you will have to join us in the next video. If you enjoyed today's video, leave us a comment, to let us know what you thought of today's conversation. And even if you do none of these things, make sure you find a good version of the Hanuman Chalisa and chant it with sincerity and faith. And may you attain Ram Ras as well as Dasatva through this process. My name is Om Dhumatkar. It has been indescribable to serve you in this way in today's video. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope to see you again in a future video on our channel very soon. Namaste.